Hello there everyone, this is Phantom Duos here, and today I'm going to be doing What If 1A and 1B were sent to another world? Part 1. I'm usually making weird one-shots out of the nowhere, and since today I am, and since I got to 3K, I've been thinking of releasing this series. So I've been showing this thumbnail to so many people, and they've been telling me, "Is this what if going to be based on Dragon Ball?" And I just keep telling them, "No, it's a world that I create by my head." And when I mean that, I mean like this world is created by me. Like I literally mean it. I created this world. That's the reason why you see the Jogan and you see anything else. So if you see the Jogan, it's because this world has chakra, ki, and magic. Yes, magic. When I mean magic, little magic. So yeah. So if you see the so basically, if you see the infinite sign on Goku saying, that's because Deku, yes, Izuku Midoriya is about to be getting a certain power that I will give him. The other powers are given to him by a system that I created. The system is that there's only a few races in this world. Oh yes, if you guys hear me in this story, it's because I'm the one that created the world. I'm the god of this world, basically. But I really don't appear that much. I'm only in there in the beginning, so you guys don't have to worry. Okay, so yeah. So basically, after the So yeah, if you see me guys saying my name in this or anything like that, it's because I'm gonna be on there a lot. And the person that you see on the screen is basically Deku. Deku is going to be the reincarnation of Goku and two other people, but Goku's gonna be the one that I tell you because you can basically see Goku. Literally, you can see Goku. So why not just tell you? And other thing is, 1A and 1B are gonna be here. The ship is. Oh, let me. Hmm. So I talked about this with other people, and I showed them her. This is Hannah, the granddaughter of the owner of the school inside of my world. Meaning, she's gonna have a powerful magic. Yes, there's there's ranks here. We have mage, assassin. What else? Mage, assassin. Mm, shoot, I forgot the other name. Sorry, mage, assassin, key user, and chakra user. So I'll explain all of them when we get to the story. But her name is Hannah, the granddaughter of the owner of the school. Which in this school, all the people that join the school are going to be taught inside of a dungeon. And once you get into certain parts of the dungeon, you will be going into basically it's like this. Once you reach a certain level of the dungeon, like level 10 or floor 10, you will be going to a different grade, and that'll be basically if you're not as strong as Deku, you hear nothing. If you're not as strong as Deku, you won't be able to get to that floor. But if you are, you will be able, because there's gonna be a group called the console or the Big Five. The Big Five involve Hannah. A certain person is gonna be the reincarnation of Trunks in 1B class. Yes. No, Vegeta. I mean, God, I don't speak anymore. Yes, he's one of them is gonna be the reincarnation of Vegeta, which is basically gonna have the attitude of Trunks. Since he's a kid, we don't want someone to basically have the attitude of Vegeta in this world, do we? And second, Izuku is never going to use his Jogan or his Jogan. He's never going to use it. Yes, Jogan. Never thought the Phantom Duo. You guys never thought the Phantom Duo would say Jogan. That I would say Jogan. That the actual Jogan will be in this world. Yes, I'm bringing the Jogan because I'm tired of giving Izuku just the Renegon, the Mangekyo Sharingan, or anything like that. It gets annoying sometimes just to give someone the Renegon, the Sharingan, or the Byakugan. So I decided to give him something that is a combination of the Byakugan and the Sharingan. Yes, I don't really know the theories about the Jogan, but I will say it's a combination of the Sharingan and the Byakugan in this one. Yes, in my story, it is. So he's basically gonna be unlocking the Tensegan Cloak and the Renegon as well. Reni Sharingan duo that go in both of his eyes. And if I get people in the comments saying why make him so powerful? Alright, list the problem is that in this world there are people who are much stronger than Goku. Meaning no, not stronger than Goku. There's going to be people that Goku has fought before. I don't mean Goku. I mean Goku, the one who defeated Moro, the one who defeated Beerus, the one who is close to beating Whis. Yeah, the one who is close to beating Whis. And even the Grand Priest is going to be in this world. So basically, in the dungeons, there's certain floors where certain enemies are going to be at. So floor 1000, you'll be fighting against Moro. Yes, Moro. And as we all know, in that floor, Deku's going to be unlocking a certain something. Yes, beautiful, right? Since Deku is going to be unlocking a certain something that I'm saving for floor 100. Once Deku reaches floor 1000 with his team, which he's not gonna really, which is not really gonna have a team, Deku is going to be going into the. Deku's gonna be a solo player. Oh, a solo player. Confusing, right? I'm gonna pause real quick. Sorry about the pause. So yeah, Izuku is gonna be a solo player after a second thing that happens to him. In my world, I'm basically the one that controls the fate of everyone. And Izuku's fate is basically impossible to control for me. So let's start with a what if. This is what if 1A and 1B were sent to another world. So we're going to start out where 1A and 1B were going into a trip. Deku got a sad look on his face because All Might took away One For All from Deku. Because he said Deku didn't have any progress on One For All. So Deku was told to give One For All back. And Deku, being the nice person he is, he gave it back. So then we see Deku and his classmates, and with 1B. But yes, the teachers are not coming. Then 1A and 1B were inside of the bus. They were driving towards the trip until a portal placed in front of a man who basically looks like my profile. If you guys see my YouTube profile, basically it looks like that. They teleported in front of a man in front of me. Then I say, "Hello, I am Duo, the god of this world. Welcome to." Okay, I didn't come up with a proper name for this world, but I'm calling it Dungeon School for now. Or the reason why I'm calling it Dungeon School is because the school is based on training kids that go to the dungeon. So everyone was shocked to hear that, and then I say, well, in this world, you have different types of power, which are ki, chakra, magic, and your quirks are going to be replaced with what you get from the rank wall. Yes, the rank wall is a system. So then, as the rank wall, well, the rank in front of you. Half of 1A got magic and the other half got chakra, and some something happened with 1B, but some got key. Yes, some got key. One 1B is not gonna really hate Izuku. Izuku's not gonna really hate 1B, but yes, he's not gonna like them either. And their key is really weak. It's just to boost their switch their it's basically just to switch their quirks into key. So they're gonna be able to keep their quirk but just boost their key. But Deku had a power called None. And yes, I did this because who is his reincarnation? As Deku got a weird look from everyone in 1A and 1B, as I say, well, all of you are signed in to the dungeon school. In 1 year, you will all train for those months, and to join the dungeon school. As everyone were teleported into was teleported to the world. Then everyone in each class made teams, but Izuku wasn't in any team because no one wanted a weak person that had no rank. Yes, your boy Phantom Druid is basically doing this on purpose. Yeah, let me go into a scene with me. This is me on my throne. I am basically just watching Izuku as I laugh, and I'm like, fate does not work with this kid. As I swipe once because I have control over fate, reality, and basically I have everything he has, but he could beat me because he has infinite. Which infinite was taken away from me because of him being in this world. Yes, Phantom Duo, why are you giving him your infinite? Oh, because I don't really need it. I'm just waiting for him to take my place. Which will mean when he reaches floor 1 billion. Not 1 billion, 1 trillion. When Izuku was when the school everyone in their teams looked at Deku and started to laugh. As Deku then said, you know what? I give up. As he looks at them, as he says, I will survive on my own. And once I come back, I will show you all that I will be the strongest person in this world. As Deku started to walk away, then Bakugo started to laugh and said, "A weakling like you couldn't even a weakling like you couldn't even beat me, Deku. You're useless without your quirk." And yes, Bakugo gets to keep one for all because I want Deku to give him the biggest slap of his life. Deku then looks at Bakugo and his eyes suddenly flash green as everyone saw his hair turn gold, but it didn't go. It didn't turn gold for fully. As he then says, "Goodbye until 1 year. I will see you all at the dungeon school. Hope you guys are not weaker after that." As he then starts walking away, like the god he is meant to be. When Izuku looked at class 1A, he looked at class 1B and said, "Goodbye." Then suddenly he walked into a dungeon. When Izuku walked into this dungeon, everyone started to laugh and said, "He's gonna die." But in this dungeon there were great apes that had no brain, no mind. Great apes, yes. Izuku walked into levels. Yes, the dungeon that Izuku walked in was level 7, which were great apes. Literally, what do you think I said? Teams. Since Izuku's a solo player, that man is not gonna survive. I'm sorry to all of us who want Izuku to survive. When Izuku, heard that was inside of the dungeon, he was like, "Am I gonna really?" He started to walk until a giant monkey appeared out of nowhere and shot a blast towards him. Deku tried to dodge it, but he got hit as he was sent flying towards the wall. As he hit it so hard that he managed to knock himself out. He he was so close to knocking himself out. Then we continue. Then Deku said. Then Deku said, "I can't lose. I can't lose." As he spit out blood. Then he started to yell as he said, "I can't lose. I have managed to fear again. I have managed to to show that I am not weak. I won't lose." As the remainder of One for All show around Izuku, combining with his infinite, as Deku then said, "Destroy Smash!" Making a scratch on the Great Ape, but the Great Ape just laughed and kicked Deku into the ground. As Deku then said, you won't win," as he went into unconscious. Then a few hours later, Deku's body was changing. The Great Ape saw this as Deku's body went into a Super Saiyan God like body tone. Basically like Super Saiyan God Goku, where his body loses muscle, but he's still strong, and it's basically like a teenage Goku, but just body Super Saiyan God type of body. As Goku's hair turned yellow, as he started to yell out in anger. When Deku did that, his hair turned yellow, his eyes turned green, as he said, "I will kill you." As he then instantly appeared of the Great Ape, ripped the tail off the Great Ape and punched him in the gut. As he said, "You will die!" Letting out a blast inside of the Great Ape's hand because Deku punched inside of it, killing the Great Ape. As the Great Ape turned into tiny bits of cubes that were blue. As that was the only Great Ape around, as Deku fell into the ground. His hair was shaped like Goku. His body was shaped like Goku as well. I'm basically making him look like Goku as well. When that happened, woke up in his mindscape as he saw Son Goku, the second strongest being in my universe. Because this Goku was the one that already surpassed Whis and the Grand Priest, and close to Sanopa. He's the basically in this world. I'm Zeno, basically the Army King. I am basically second rank. He's basically second rank. But Goku is only a legend in my world. When Deku saw Goku, he was like, "What? Why do you have white hair?" As Goku said, "Oh, sorry. I was just meditating on Ultra Instinct." As Goku then deactivated his Ultra Instinct, making his hair go back to black, his eyes went back to black, and the aura disappeared. As Goku then said, "Hi, I'm Son Goku. You are the kid that the Army King told me about." Damn, as Goku said in his head, damn you, Duo. I couldn't be alive. I could be alive to fight this kid, but you had to just let me die and made me be reincarnated into the kid. Now I can't fight him. As I suddenly appear inside of Goku's mind and I say, "Don't worry, Goku, I'll revive you. It's just for a few 5 months. Then Hagoromo will have to train him." Yes, Deku's gonna be trained by Hagoromo, which then gives him his infinite chakra because Deku has infinite. Meaning infinite was one of my abilities. Infinite gives you infinite potential, infinite heat, infinite chakra, and infinite magic. Which Deku has time magic, space magic, creation magic. That's all. Those three: time magic, space magic, and creation magic. Reality magic, he won't really need it. As Goku then said, "Oh, okay, now I understand." As Goku was explaining to Deku that he'll be spending 5 months in this inside of in this mindscape, training until the peak of his limit. And if we do it, we will be able to go all the way to Ultra Instinct. As Deku nodded. Then, damn, sorry guys. Then Goku and Deku spend 5 months training, which equal to 5,000 years. Deku has trained all the way to Super Saiyan Blue. Super Saiyan 4 Blue. What do you mean? Well, how does Deku have a tail? Yes, he does have a tail. Let me show you. Yeet. Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan 4 Blue, which is basically enough power to destroy Earth and Jupiter with only one swipe of his key. Or Saturn. I forgot which is the strongest planet. Oh yeah, this is how Izuku looks like. His body is the same tone as this, and his hair is like Goku's but younger. But his hair is black and his eyes are black like Goku. Don't worry. Where is it? Oh, imagine this Goku. Imagine this deck. This is Deku, but just his body. Oh no, this is perfect. This is how Deku looks like. But he doesn't have the sober eye or the aura. When Deku woke up, he said, no, he didn't woke up. I'm sorry. After the 5 months, Goku and Deku fuse. Then we go to Hagoromo. As Hagoromo was floating in the air to go towards Goku he fused with. Before Goku's they didn't fuse. I mean, before Goku had to say goodbye to Deku. As Hagoromo said, "Well, Goku, it looks like you're already saying goodbye to the kid, aren't you?" As Goku says, "Yeah, Hagoromo. Enjoy training the kid. He's a fun one. He's a fun one indeed." This Goku was smarter. Yes, I'm not being that dumb to make Goku dumber. He is smarter in this one because he has gone towards the limit of becoming an angel. So because of him because I am passing. Sorry about that. Really sorry. I had to sneeze. I couldn't hold it to mute my mic. So when Goku said goodbye to Deku, Goku said, "Well, kid, see you in floor 2000. See you in floor 1,000,000." As Deku said, "Wait, I'll be able to see you again?" As Goku smiled and said, "Yes, kid. You don't have to kill me. Usually you have to kill to go to the other floor. But if you manage to beat me, I don't have to die." When Deku heard that, he smiled. As Hagoromo said, "Well then, kid. I am Hagoromo, the Sage of Sixth Path. And I will be training you on Chakra, Ninjutsu, Stealing Jutsu, Kenjutsu, which you don't really need since you don't have a sword. Fumijutsu is Stealing Jutsu, and not summoning. Yeah, summoning. So you can summon the dragon." As Deku nodded, they spend the other 5 months. They spend the other 4 months. Yes, I'm using 1 month for Deku. No, they spend the other 5 months, and they added one more. And Deku, and this was the last week before he had to go to school. Deku woke up after those 5 months, as he has grown taller to at least. God, I forgot. Give me a second. I'm gonna pause again so I can check out how tall was Deku. Sorry about that, everyone. So basically, Deku is going to be, since he's same height as Super Saiyan God Goku, he is 7.87 feet tall. Jesus. So he's basically 7 feet tall. Imagine seeing someone that tall in front of your face. When Deku saw his height, he smiled and saw his tail and smiled again and said, "Well, Goku, see you in a few years." As Deku jumped off from the ground and saw his clothes didn't fit him anymore. As he saw on the ground Goku's gi, as there was a note saying, "From Duo, the god of this world. Goku was yelling at me to give you this clothes because he really liked you, so I would give you the clothes. Yeah, don't worry. He's not gonna be able to kill me. I'm stronger than him. And reminder, see you at the top." That's what I said to Deku, so you guys don't have to worry. I might appear in other parts, but not all the time. As Deku then smiled and got up as he said, "Today's the day where I have to be signed up to this thing. And then I have to go to the entrance exam. Really beautiful, right?" As he then whistled, then Deku jumped into the air and started to float. Then he said, "Let's try the speed of Super Saiyan Blue." As his hair turned blue, and he got a blue aura. As he then said, "Let's go." He then boom disappeared out of the dungeon in an instant. As he appeared in front of the school, he sat up in the top of a building, looking down. As he deactivated his Super Saiyan, as he said, "So there you have it. You have Trunks." Trunks, the key user, the most powerful key user of this world, in the second seat. You have you have the third seat, which I won't say the third seat's name yet. Who have, as Deku said, the third seat. He basically has a unique ability. I don't know why Duo will let this person have this unique ability. Called time manipulation. Couldn't space just beat it? Then Deku started to think and said, "Oh yeah, time and space are basically the same thing in this world. So what am I thinking? But if you train your space more, let's see the first C. As the first C was named Hannah. Hannah, as he then said, "Oh God, she has space magic really powerful." I'm gonna pause real quick. Thank you. I'm gonna pause this. Sorry about the pause. I had to answer a person's question. When Deku read her powers and the others, as he then said, "What about the fourth C? Fourth C, Matt, fourth C chakra user. Yes, I'm gonna bring someone named Sasuke Uchiha into this world. Yes, I'm borrowing some names from other series. I do not own the names, I do not own the picture, I do not own anything." As he said, Sasuke Uchiha. Huh. Ability, Sharingan. Mastery, Swordsman. Power, Chakra. Length of power, and yes, Isuku's using his Jogan to read their abilities. As Deku then said, "Damn, he doesn't have a mastery all the way to the Renny Sharingan? That's bad. Well then, I might be the most powerful student of this world today then." As Deku then laughed and said, "Let's watch this." And everyone started to yell, "The Princess of Space! The Princess of Space has come!" And then we hear someone saying, Isn't she the granddaughter of the owner of the school?" As then someone says, "Shh, you don't want to say anything about that. Everyone knows she's the granddaughter of the owner of the school." Which the granddaughter of the owner, Hannah's the granddaughter of the owner of the school, which is his name is And I forgot to think about the name of the owner. You know what? This is not the actual Anos. This is just a name that I borrowed. The name of the owner is named Anos. Why? Because I think Anos will combine the owner of the school since he has to be really powerful to guard a school. There's other schools that want to destroy it. Anos is actually Anos has a powerful key control and chakra control. He's one of those people that have both. As Deku read his as Deku read was saw Anos once, and he read his powers with his Jogons. As he deactivated them and looked at the announcement, as Hannah said, "Welcome everyone to the second year of Dungeon School. In a few months, we will be doing selections for the sixth member of the Big Five." And yes, if you hear closely in the background, you'll be able to hear what Deku is feeling. When Deku heard that, he was like, "Huh? So there's gonna be in a few months. Are gonna be a selection. Might as well join it." When Deku saw that, everyone just yelled, "Princess of Space, we love you!" As Deku then said, "Jesus, God, are these fanboys?" And the girls are like, and the girls are all fighting over Trunks, as he said, "And we have fangirls, lovely." And then he looks at Sasuke and he sees more girls, as he said, even though he's the 4C, he still gets. Oh, I'm so glad that I was trained by Goku. Yeah, Deku and Goku have the same mindset. They really don't care who they fight. They will still have fun at the end. As Deku then said, "Now, what should I do? What should I do? Let's just wait." As the Princess of Space said, "In a few minutes, we will be doing one-on-one fights between the Big Five. And the Big Five will choose who is going to join the Dungeon School. So out of 3,000 of you guys will be able to join." They all cheer. Then Hannah sat on her chair and Trunks said, "Wow, you really know how to get the crowd started, don't you?" As she smiled and said, "I do." Then Trunks looked to the building that is literally that is right in front of the entrance. Anos even sensed it as well, as he said, "Wow, even if Duo warned me about him, he actually did came." Then I suddenly come out of nowhere, as I say, "Oh wow, he did came." Then Anos bowed down and said, Duo, the god of the world, what brings your honor to my school?" Then I say, "Well, my friends, students, yeah, when I mean friends, I basically mean Hagoromo. This is not me talking to the story, this is me talking to you guys who are watching this video. Friends, Hagoromo, Goku, and that's all." As I go, let me go back to me and the story. As I say, "Well, my friends in the dungeons who are the boss said that this is their student, and one is even the reincarnation of him. I just revived the reincarnation of him. But he told me that he wanted to fight him before dying. He would rather die by Deku's hands than that." That's when Anos heard Deku. He was like, "You mean the non-brain kid?" As I let blood pressure out and say, "His rank was none because he got infinite." When Anos heard infinite, he said, "Isn't infinite yours?" As I say, "Yeah, it is, but I gave it to the kid. The system decided to give this kid infinite because infinite goes to the person who has the most potential to wield it. And it's a potential in the kid." When then I just looked at them. "Let's go say hi to your students, shall we?" Then we walk outside. Then Anos and me appear in front of the console and we say, "People of the world, it is me, Duo, the ruler of the universes, and I have came here to see your fights. I wish best of luck to every warrior and not warrior, every kid who wants to fight. Nah, who wants to join the Dungeon Academy.
The hill is never as hungry as the wolf climbing the hill.
I wish luck to everyone who joins the dungeon school and manages to fight against the powerful bosses that are about to come ahead of you. So this is then this is when I leave, as the Ano says, may the battle begin. Trunks versus, as I send a message to Anos and I say, Anos, call him Goku. The real name of Goku is Son Goku, but just call this one Goku. Anos nods. Then Anos says, first fight, Trunks versus Goku. As when everyone hears Goku, they all shiver down. Then they're like, as everyone yells out, isn't that fair? Why is Son Goku, the person of legends, fighting against Trunks? As Ano says, don't worry, this is just someone with the name Goku. And when everyone looks, they see a kid in a building jump, backflipping and landing on the battleground. As he then said, "Hi there, I'm Goku." As when everyone looks at him, they say, isn't that too young to be Sir Goku?" Goku in the dungeon was watching this fight as he was laughing, saying, "Now this kid is acting like me." As Deku then says, Trunks says, "So you're fighting against the second seed of the Big Five, and you're not even scared?" As I say, "No, I could easily just beat you with my lowest power status, and you won't win, and then I could take your seat." As Trunks said, "How dare you mock me?" He then turns into his Super Saiyan Rage, which he has full control, and goes straight at Deku. As Deku then says, "Ah." As Deku then teleported behind Trunks and hit him once on the head, sending him flying towards the ground to where he was sitting at. As I say, "Ow, E." Maybe I should learn how to control this Infinite. Yes, Deku learned about Infinite, which gave him control over his magic. As he then looked at the pawn of his hand and he started to play around with it and saying, I can't change it. I need to keep it like that then. Well then, no using Super Saiyan or else I'm gonna kill the kid. Or else I'm gonna kill him. As Trunks said, "How are you this strong?" As I say, don't know. Playing dumb. Not as I say, as Deku says. Deku then says, "Dude, you better forgive me for doing this." As he did the same thing Goku did to Broly. He did the God Chains, I forgot. It was like a seal that is pulled around your body just to stop your movement so you can talk. As Deku then did hand signs. So as you see the pictures, so you see the same hand signs that Deku, the picture Goku's doing in the thumbnail, that's what Deku's doing. As Deku then said, God chains." As when everyone saw the God chains, they were like, "What does he mean, God chains?" When they saw it, they were all shocked to see red a red aura appear around Trunks. Trunks then yelled, "Super Saiyan God!" breaking through the chains and punching Deku. But Deku instantly dodged it, like the punch faced through him. As he said, "Not even 2% could help you." As he then swung his hand up and slammed it on his back, making him hit the ground. As Deku then said, "You're even worse than I thought. I haven't even used 1%. How about I do a presentation of the true power of Super Saiyan 4 God! He then starts yelling. His tail goes red. His red hair, his black hair went red and long. So basically, let me start telling you details and showy. As Deku says, now let's see how long you can last with 1% of Super Saiyan 4, a Super Saiyan 4 God. Even though I have percentage for all my powers, I will show you the true power of what a Super Saiyan God should have been. As he then kicks Trunks into the air, he then slams Trunks with his leg, grabs Trunks with his tail, and then throws him into the air. As he then said, "Ka me ha me." This is the end. When Deku was about to throw, he smirked and looked at Anos and said, as he then said in a quiet tone, "Look behind you." When Anos looked behind him, he saw Trunks sitting on his chair, and what they saw was a clone of Deku in his ordinary form. As Deku then shot it towards his clone, destroying it. As Deku then said, using 1% does not matter, does it? As everyone was shocked, as they then said, everyone said, "How did you beat the second sea? And how did you teleport him over there?" As Deku then said, I have no need to tell you. Then Deku jumps up into the air and says, why is my clothes always getting broken just for Super Saiyan 4? As Duo appear, which is me. Then I say, "Oh, you inherited that from Goku as well, didn't you?" Then I nod and say, "Yeah, me and him are like to say." As I then snap, new clothes come back in, but then everyone saw his body and let's just say, every girl got a nosebleed. So after that, after a few weeks of that, Hannah was trying to find out who this Goku is and why is he so friendly with the god, with our god Duo. This after a few weeks, their new teacher for class with class 2Z. Yeah, class 2Z, I'm gonna name it. Class 2Z. And this class, it was class 1B and class 1A, Deku, Hannah, and Trunks. Yes, that's how big the classroom was. Classroom 2Z was led by... Who should be led this? As class 2Z was led by who should I let class 2C lead class 2C, because I don't want Goku. Gohan, yeah, Gohan from universe 7 of Dragon Ball was the teacher of this class, as he was the strongest to this class, because Z in the ranks of classes is the strongest, below C plus. If you're in the class of C plus, no, not below C plus. The second strongest class would be C minus. Yeah, C minus. Class 2Z minus, which a few other students are there. As Trunks and Hannah were looking at Deku, but Deku was just sleeping. As Gohan looked at Deku and reminded him of his father. As Gohan then said, "You, Goku, wake up. Remember, you're still in school." As Deku said, "Oh, sorry, sir. I was just sleeping. I never actually got to sleep. After those fights, I don't remember the last time I slept. I'm really sorry." The Gohan then said, "Oh, so you didn't sleep because of those fights?" Deku then said, "Oh, I was training more, so I'm really sorry." Then Gohan says, "Answer this question. Who is the strongest mortal after our god Duo?" Deku then said, "He's not a mortal. He is the fighter named Son Goku who beat the Grand Priest in his own angel." Uh, Gohan won. Gohan smiled and said, "Good, Deku." So this is going to be where I leave it off. Thank you guys for watching. This is Phantom Duos here, and tomorrow I might not upload, but I will. And if you guys are wondering why didn't I upload yesterday, was because I was tired from uploading a one shot and uploading a 1 hour and 6 minute video yesterday. So if you guys want part 3 of what if Goku was raised by the old Amiki, go to Jack's channel and comment on his chats. Give us part 3, and I will post it. So thank you guys for watching. This is Fat the Duels here, and tell me in the comments if you enjoyed the series. This is gonna be my first series where I don't go into another anime or stick to the main timeline. So thank you guys for watching. This is Fat the Duels here, and have a good day or good night.